Yes, indeed, guys. Have a look at this. We are actually coming through Montclair and Claremont on this pursuit that.
All right, we want to take you to this breaking news that is taking place in the streets of Miami, where we are following a pursuit. You're looking right now live at Sky.
Again, as I mentioned, we are in the Montclair area, traveling northbound, basically away from the 10 freeway up towards the 210 freeway. We're right near Cable Airport, if you are familiar with the area here, so not too far from Upland. There's a major intersection right there. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that's going to be Foothill Boulevard, where he is trying to make a left turn westbound along Foothill Boulevard here. You can see at times where this guy is driving at extremely high rates of speed on surface streets, and so that is going to create a real danger, a real hazards for commuters as well as pedestrians on the street here. Look at that. Oh my gosh, driving pretty
around 79th Street, but we're trying to follow what is going on right now because we don't see police behind this vehicle at this moment, but it looks like now that car is in the grass heading back into the street, obviously trying to evade police right now. So we're trying to figure out exactly what street this car is on, but at last check, it was heading towards 27th Avenue. But right now it is at 26th Avenue and 60th Street, near that area at last check. Again, we're watching this live with you as this car driving at a very high rate of speed. As a matter of fact, when this car was on the highway, clocking speeds of about 100 miles per hour. But right now it is going through a residential area. So this car is driving very fast. Okay, we understand it is westbound on 28th Avenue right now.
Here on a westbound transition coming through the area here. So again, a real danger to commuters on the ground as we head in towards the Pomona area on Foothill Boulevard here. So yeah, look at that, just kind of weaving in and out of slower traffic. There is quite a bit of traffic here up on Foothill Boulevard here, enough to cause him, moments of pause here where he might have to negotiate around some of the slower cars here. So this indeed is going to create a hazard for folks. He's just now coming up on an intersection. He's going to bullet right through it. Okay, my goodness. Fortunately, for all involved here, he had a green light, so he was able to go right through. But again, just a very, very dangerous situation here. We do have CHP overhead as well as the Sheriff's Department helicopter here. So two layers of law enforcement are watching this guy as he makes his way through the area here. So again, we continue to watch this guy as he continues westbound along Foothill Boulevard here. He's actually slowing down, and that's going to be because of slower traffic here. He's coming up
south, getting off on 79th Street, but right now at 32nd Avenue, continuing to drive at a very high rate of speed. Looks like making a turn at the Northwest 7600 block right there. Not sure where this car plans on going. You can see the bumper is hanging off of that car as well. We don't know how that ended up happening, but it's been like that since we've been following this chase, and it looks like now in a parking lot. Don't really know where this car plans to go, but it just sort of keeps going and weaving in and out of traffic. Oh, getting so now heading in the opposite direction of traffic. This is a dangerous situation right now, but wow. Okay, so it looks like just passing again 79th Street. That's the exit where this car got off, and it looks like now he is back on 79th Street trying to get a view of where he is. We obviously are trying to make sure we keep up with this car as it continues to drive at this very high rate of speed. But turning on 79th Street, continuing down on 79th Street, there he is right there. All right, just passing 27th Avenue, as we saw, and 37th Avenue. And again, we don't know why this pursuit started. Looks like he's
have any law enforcement directly behind him here. So as far as I can tell, the closest law enforcement I see is still on Foothill, about to make a left turn southbound on Town Avenue here. So again, he is just kind of meandering about this residential neighborhood here, and you can see it's a series of turns. He's going to be coming up on a left or right turn decision here in about half a block, and we'll see what he does here. But again, just kind of making his way through the residential neighborhood. We have a law enforcement helicopter from the Sheriff's Department as well as CHP airplane above here, so they are monitoring the situation. They're calling the pursuit from above, and hopefully they will be able to get some of these law enforcement vehicles on the ground a little bit closer to the pursuit, and maybe even in a situation where they might be able to get ahead of them and kind of see where he goes. So as he comes out of the neighborhood here, he's going to come up on a major street here where he can turn left, south, or north to the right here. So this is going to be a major street that'll pull him out of the residential neighborhood here, but he's going to stick to it. He's going to stick to it. Westbound on Grove, I believe Rich said. So that's what we're following now. So again, in a residential neighborhood, and for the foreseeable mile or so, he's able to kind of negotiate his way through these neighborhood streets here. So again, hopefully the CHP or the law enforcement helicopter above are going to be able to transmit his location to units on the ground and get them into a situation where they might be able to intercept this guy and even take this guy into custody here. But okay, there he goes. He's going to be southbound now, southbound. Okay, coming at us. Let me just scooch over here. Okay, hang on, guys. Let me send it back to you for a minute or two. Okay, here we go.
I'm not sure where he plans to go or if he even plans to stop, but right now it looks like he has no plans to stop this pursuit. But we do know that police are close behind as he continues to just speed through the streets of Miami-Dade County here. 41st Street, just passing East 41st Street right now, again in the Hialeah area. And regular traffic just driving on by, and this car is weaving in and out. A very dangerous situation. Looks like he's about to approach East 49th Street. Continuing in this direction, though. Doesn't seem to be making any turns just yet. Looks like running into a situation, though, as traffic has stopped. All right, looks like he's going to try to get around this traffic, but not sure how successful he's going to be. Turning into a Checkers parking lot.
49th Street becomes Northwest 103rd as he goes eastbound.
All right, he's going eastbound now on 49th Street. That will become 103rd Street. In Hialeah, but shortly possibly getting out of the Hialeah area if he continues to go at this high rate of speed as he is heading eastbound. Wondering if he plans on getting back on the highway, though, as he continues heading eastbound right now. But looks like he has no plans of stopping. We saw that he reached some stopped traffic, then cut through a Checkers parking lot, and then is now heading eastbound on 49th Street, which does become 103rd Street. Weaving in and out, getting so close to other cars, as you can see. We've seen a lot of close calls right now. And again, you may be noticing the back bumper is hanging off of this car. We don't know exactly how that happened, but it's been like that since we've been following this chase. Looks like he may be trapped in right now. But now he's got his opening, so he's continuing to push forward, as I'm sure a lot of people right now on the road noticing, okay, he's turning around, okay, not turning back around, but turning through a side street, now in a residential area. We're working to get that street for you, but it doesn't seem like he has a direction, really. His plan right now just...
Okay, in the backyard. It looks like he's kind of tucked away in the backyard there, and he might have changed or something, or put on a different shirt or something like that here. But you see that water heater that's in the corner. You can see him kind of moving, kind of crouching down low in the backyard here, trying to make his way here. So, yeah, oh my goodness. I hope they're able to get ground units here. I don't know if he is familiar with this property or not, but nevertheless, he is still trying to make his way through the backyard and perhaps into the yard of the house immediately north of the property, immediately north here. So we're doing our very best. Rich Prickett, our Sky5 photographer, doing a great job doing his best to keep an eye on this pursuit suspect here. So now he's in the alley. Now he is in the alley, kind of sneaking westbound. I don't have a street here, but obviously there he is. He's just kind of making his way here. So I imagine if a police officer shows up in the alley, he's going to kind of make his way through the properties here and make it that much harder for him to be taken into custody here. Obviously a desperate suspect here, given the fact that this pursuit has been going on for probably something on the order of about 45 minutes to an hour. But you can see that stand of trees right next to that garage, and well, you can see where he has kind of disappeared into that little area there. So if he pops in and out of that particular area, we will be able to pick him up again. But for now, it looks like he's going to be kind of sneaking around the properties here, trying to avoid capture by the law enforcement officers that are looking for him here. So again, just a situation where hopefully he doesn't get away, but we're doing our best to track him from Sky 5 HD. We're up at 3,000 feet, so it's a little bit difficult here. Rich using the long end of the lens here to try and keep an eye on him. But again, we'll stay overhead and bring you the very latest. Guys, let me send it back to you. Right there. These radios are just nutty.
Police are watching. We saw the Miami-Dade police chopper, so they're keeping tabs. They know exactly where he is, and we do understand that police are not too far behind, although this car is driving very, very fast right now, very dangerously fast right now. And it looks like he's just got open road, not running into any issues right now, just only a few cars heading in this direction. So he's just going to keep on speeding on by. And again, doesn't seem to have a particular destination in mind. Looks like he is just trying to outrun police at this point. So again, he's continuing to head westbound on the Gratney right now. So if you're just joining us, we are following this police pursuit. Let's see exactly where he is. Yes, looks like heading towards 75. Could get on 75, could even head toward the Palmetto, but again, if you're familiar with the roadways here in South Florida, if you're on the Gratney, you're heading westbound, you will run into 75, and from 75, you could even go ahead and head in the Palmetto's direction and jump on the Palmetto. So there is a possibility that we can see this driver get back on the highway, which could be a dangerous situation because even though, as you can see, he is driving very fast, it'll be even more open road on an interstate where he can just go even faster. And again, continuing to head in that direction. Let's see if he does get on I-75 right now. But again, heading westbound on the Gratney, does have the option right now. And it looks like he might just get on 75 because yep. So this, right now, open road for this car to just speed on by. So if you're just joining us, right now he is in the northwest Miami-Dade area. So he was heading westbound on the Gratney, which for those of you who are familiar, the Gratney then eventually allows you to get on I-75. So he is in northwest Miami-Dade at this point. And if he gets on 75 northbound, then he will most likely head into Broward County. And you have to understand this pursuit started in Miami-Dade County on I-95. So started out on the east side of Miami-Dade. Now he's on the northwest side of Miami-Dade. If he gets northbound on I-75, this pursuit could make its way now to Broward County. But let's see what happens here. We know police are following this car closely, but he is in sort of, at least in his case, in a situation where he has open road and he is able to just go as fast as he can. There are not a lot of cars out on the road right now. So you can see there that there are plenty of open lanes of traffic. We do see some cars on the road, but with those open lanes of traffic, he is just able to go as fast as he pleases. And we know he was clocking speeds of 100 miles per hour on 95, even in residential areas, clocking very high speeds. And it looks like now, looks like he is on 75 right now. He is on 75, heading northbound, and may just end up in Broward County. As we know, 75, a few exits in Miami-Dade before eventually heading into Broward County, unless he at some point decides.
And then left the vehicle there out on the street and then made his way into an alley behind a residence here. Now that intersection is going to be near 6th and G. 6th and G. G is in golf here, and it's just about 5 houses to the west. And so you can see that law enforcement officers were and are still in that alley just directly adjacent to the property where we last saw him here. So that is some good news here. So hopefully they have an idea of where this guy is. Obviously the way he kind of led us on this pursuit here was a very desperate situation where he was doing everything possible to not get caught. And so, that level of intensity here and that level of, motivation to not be taken into custody here. So can't be taken lightly. And so law enforcement is in the area here. They are going to be working to set up a perimeter around this particular neighborhood and hopefully take this guy into custody over the course of the next several minutes here. How long this lasts, who's to say? But again, police officers are on scene. They are in the area, and they will be working to take this guy into custody shortly here. Guys, let me send it back down to you. Okay. Okay, Adam, I'm just off your left, a little bit lower. I do have you. No. Okay. I did. Okay. Dang. We got that guy, another helicopter in a left-hand orbit. We have CHP in an airplane. Where we saw him last was where? To the left? So to the left of the white SUV in the alley.
Those are the north.
This looks like the southbound express lanes, but again, he's going northbound, but he's in the southbound express lanes. So very dangerous. And you can see right there those red signs that say wrong direction. All right, looks like he's making a turn. He's making a turn, and now he's heading with the flow of traffic, so now he is heading southbound on I-75. Okay, so you're just joining us. He is now on I-75 heading southbound. He was in the southbound lanes heading northbound, but he is now going with the flow of traffic heading southbound on I-75. This is in the Northwest Miami-Dade area. So again, if anyone is working in this area, you may be about to head out to run errands, hold off on that because we've seen this car, looks like he may even end up on the turnpike. He's 1 mile away from the turnpike there. So that may be his next direction, but we're obviously going to be following that. But please, anyone you know in this area, let them know to please avoid I-75 right now because this car has been going southbound and northbound and heading in the opposite direction. He is driving at a high rate of speed, and it is a very scary, dangerous situation playing out in the streets right now. Turnpike exit is coming up. Well, you have the option to head northbound or southbound on the turnpike. Let's see if he does that. He may not. He's heading southbound. Looks like he's approaching the Miami Gardens Drive exit right now. So continuing southbound, still in Miami-Dade. But he does have the option to ramp onto the turnpike, as I believe that exit may be about a mile away. We don't know if he's going to do that, but this is an option he has as he's heading southbound on 75. May have just passed, getting close to passing the Miami Gardens exit. We did see a sign for that. Looks like he is staying on 75 in this moment. And I believe that is him passing the Miami Gardens Drive exit, staying on 75 southbound. So he's staying southbound right now on I-75. So this black Mazda sedan leading police on this really wild chase playing out in all parts of our county. Starting off on I-95 in the Hialeah area, and now in northwest Miami-Dade on I-75. So this has just been quite a chase as he's crisscrossed the county going northbound and southbound and eastbound and westbound, but right now in northwest Miami-Dade on I-75 southbound. Waiting to see if he does decide to get off the highway. But again, police rather, were not far from his trail. And it looks like he's getting in the express lanes possibly. There is an option there to get in the express lanes, but not sure if that's an option he's going to take as he is continuing southbound. So he may end up now in the south. He'll end up on the Palmetto and may end up then in more southern part of the county, but we could see the state troopers now very close on his tail. Doesn't seem like he's going to be getting in the express lanes though. Still may cross over, but he is doing his best to try to evade police. But this state trooper that we see getting very close now, passing Graham Dairy Road right now, as he is continuing to head southbound. There are more cars in the roadway, so maneuvering is going to be a little difficult. He'll be approaching the Hialeah area if he does decide to get off that exit. If not, he will continue down on I-75. Looks like he may be getting on the express lanes. If he does that, I'll take him to the Palmetto. So let's see what happens here. But right now, continuing this pursuit, passing the Graham Dairy Road exit, which is northwest Miami-Dade. Could get on the Palmetto Expressway, though. That exit is coming up.
Southern blue. Right.
What we are hearing of reports are, and do you know which exit he is off
yes,
on right now?
58th Street, Christy, looks like heading eastbound, I believe, on 58th Street. He had the option to go westbound, but it looks like now heading eastbound on 58th Street.
And certainly if anybody has friends or family in this area, this is the time to get off of any kind of a road, alert them, because this person is traveling at a very high rate of speed, recklessly going through intersections, as you saw right there.
Wow, and it looks like just picking up speed right now, Christy, as he's heading eastbound on 58th Street. And, you know, we saw him clocking such high speeds. Okay, looks like making a turn. He was on 58th Street.
So it looks like southbound at this point, and not sure at the cross street that we're on it.
But as you can see, Christy, there's a lot of businesses here. So this is not an area where you see people driving fast. This is a normal roadway where people are usually clocking at 40 miles per hour, and he is just driving so fast right now.
I think it's southbound Milan-Dairy.
Well, yeah, we believe possibly southbound at Milan-Dairy. Christy, we do know southbound. We believe, though, on Milan-Dairy as he turned on.
72nd Avenue.
Okay, we're getting an update. 72nd Avenue.
72nd, I believe. Yes,
Yes.
I believe that is what we're hearing at this point.
And
you can see the officers are right on his tail at this point, going southbound, in and out, weaving in and out of traffic.
okay, we also want to update you that he is not far from the airport right now. Very important there as police get close. Okay.
Whoa, losing control there of the wheel.
Yeah, very close calls here. It looks like people are realizing what's going on and they're pulling off of the roadway, which is exactly what they should be doing in this case, just because of how serious it is. But troopers are closing in. They're closing in. Then approaching 31st Street will be the next signal on 72nd Avenue. Okay, all right. He looks like he's continuing on this pursuit, but police are closing in. And again, he is very close to the airport right now. Maybe making a turn, and yes.
Yes. Oh. We lost him here a little bit with the
overpass here.
Overpass, yeah. But and again, since we are getting close to airspace, that is also going to impede on us being able to track him closely, because we don't want to get into the airspace.
Correct, but we do know police are very hot on his tail. We obviously see the Miami-Dade police chopper, so even in those moments where you may not have seen police in our vantage point, they have been following every move he is making, so they know exactly where he is going. And as much as he is trying to avoid police, to evade police, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen because they are close on his tail. That chopper has been overhead. They know exactly where he is at all times, and he can continue this chase, but police know where he is.
And he's definitely putting so many other drivers at risk right now as he weaves in and out of traffic at a high rate of speed, now on a 2-lane right here. I'm not exactly sure what direction we're going. We've kind of lost him there for a bit, so I believe he might be heading back westbound.
We're trying to hopefully get an update. It is hard to follow the cross streets here, but we're working to get an update. We should be getting an update soon on exactly where he is, though. All right.
Again, police are very close to this car, but we have been told, and there are reports, these occupants inside are armed and dangerous.
Going in the opposite direction, Christy.
Opposite direction now.
Oh my goodness. It seems to be his MO, if you will. Every time police get close on his tail, he just jumps over and starts heading in the opposite direction. Of course, a maneuver he's trying to do to avoid police, but he is putting so many people at risk right now.
Innocent people on this very busy street right there.
Getting so close. We've just seen so many close calls, but look, police are very close. No doubt they're going to be making a move very soon, but of course, police working to keep everybody on the road safe as well, and this driver's not making that easy. Okay, we're trying to hopefully pinpoint a location.
We can see location. It's so difficult. Things are happening so quickly. It's hard to tell exactly where he is.
Looks like he may be losing a little bit of control, no doubt, from driving so fast. Still seems to be in the general area of where the airport.
No. It just seems like, yeah, more or less.
Expressway, though he was heading eastbound and got off on the airport expressway. Okay, maybe slowing down, but now turning. Not sure where he is going right now.
Yeah, definitely going at a slower rate of speed here. I'm not sure if that's because the situation with the bumper, or if he's
finally surrendering or ran out of gas.
So we will continue, obviously, to watch this. Again, we know that armed and dangerous. We know a wanted felon.
Okay, he stopped.
And has come to a stop here.
27th Avenue and 41st Street Northwest. This is where he stopped. Okay. Okay, let's see. Watching this closely, we do understand that this person is armed and dangerous. So we want to be very careful.
And also a wanted felon. We were hearing reports of that as well. So obviously this is a time for the officers to proceed with much caution. His arms are up.
Okay.
He is finally surrendering.
Okay, this is, okay. Looks like this could be coming to a close. Looks like it may be a peaceful one. His arms are up. Police obviously have their guns drawn, prepared, but his arms are up right now.
And after such a lengthy and high rate of speed chase going through multi-counties here, this would be a miracle here to have it end peacefully with no major injuries along the roadways where he was driving so recklessly and dangerously.
Truly remarkable, Christy, that we did not see any accidents as a result of this, because it was just extremely dangerous. All right, looks like police are giving him commands. They're telling him to get on the ground. So it looks like he is now surrendering peacefully. He's got his arms behind his back to allow police to come up to him and cuff him. So despite what we saw, remarkable that we did not see accidents or injuries. And it is always, of course, it looks like a peaceful ending to this pursuit. So he is surrendering, police handcuffing him right now.
Right. Again, we're going to work to learn exactly how this all began, but the early reports are that it was some sort of an armed robbery, a car robbery, and then this multi-county pursuit. I-75, the Palmetto Expressway, Airport Expressway, just dangerous in and out of traffic, and it's sometimes going the wrong direction, which really puts so many people at risk.
All right, and it looks like that's 43rd Street. That looked like Northwest 43rd Street, I believe, as we zoomed in. So this pursuit ending in the Northwest Miami-Dade area, but like you said, really just drove all through the county, even crossing counties, but ending up on I-95, I-75, one point in Northwest Miami-Dade, in Hialeah, just taking police on quite a ride, and a dangerous one at that. It was remarkable that we did not see any accidents as a result of this police chase.
Yeah, we saw a few cars got perhaps clipped a little bit,
yes,
but no major accidents that we saw with our eye anyway.
Okay, it's 32nd Court and Northwest 43rd Street. So this all ending in a residential area. And that was scary to see this car driving so fast in residential areas as well as just regular streets, but such a scary and dangerous situation.
And around the airport, which is so busy normally with all the industrial area there. So it is, as you've said, remarkable that we have seen this end peacefully with him finally just coming to a stop and surrendering, hands up, and no altercation with the officers either.
Yes, and that's, of course, always good to see this end peacefully, in a sense, although really this man putting so many people's lives in danger from this pursuit. So many innocent lives as they were driving, possibly heading to work, running errands, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, he was certainly in and out of traffic, as I said, going the wrong direction numerous times, and at a high rate of speed as well, which just added to the dangerous nature of this chase.
Yeah, no doubt going over 100 miles per hour, but if you're just joining us, Janice Fernandez here with my co-anchor Christy. Following this police pursuit that has ended in Miami-Dade County at Northwest 43rd Street, we are actually going to go ahead, send you back to regular programming, but of course, be sure to join us on Local 10 News at noon for more on this wild pursuit through the streets of Miami-Dade County.